Okay, today's video is about paper wallets versus something like the Ledger Nano S wallet. My brother uses the Ledger Nano S. Other people that I know also use it. Very few people are using paper wallets that I'm aware of. I guess it seems to them like it's more risky. And maybe it is, maybe, in a way. I mean, you'd literally have to have someone break into your house to find your password, and then how would they find it if it's hidden well? To me, there's just no way. To me, I feel safer with a paper wallet right now. I don't know whether that will change in the future, but right now, that's what I use. Feels really safe. I mean, it feels like unless someone literally walks into this house, searches the entire house, there's a fraction of a percent of a chance they're going to find anything, or even know what it was, right? So I have sort of an advantage of living in Thailand, where there's just not that many people that even know what crypto is at this point. They certainly don't. You talk to somebody on the street, they wouldn't have the slightest idea. I talked to a foreigner last night at the pizza place. He owns the place. He's from Italy. He's like, oh, crypto's too scary. Like everybody, even if they know what it is, they don't want to invest because they haven't put the time into it to learn about it and to understand, just what it is and what the benefits would be even. So the first thing I want to say is that you must use a wallet. I would get your money off the exchange. Exchanges probably have a varying degree of security, but here I am in Thailand, as I said, and you think I'm going to trust my exchange when the ones in Korea and Japan are getting hacked, like for millions of millions of Bitcoin. I think bot is our currency here. So yeah, there's just no way in the world I'm going to keep my crypto on my exchange here in Thailand. I won't tell you which one it is, but it doesn't even really matter, does it? I think any crypto exchange is vulnerable, so I would suggest to get your money off of there. And the way that you would do it then, so you transfer your money to Nano S or to a paper wallet, and it doesn't reside on the servers of your exchange anymore. There's nothing you can do with it at that exchange anymore, but you can quickly transfer it into your account. You can quickly make a deposit from your paper wallet, from your Nano S, so that you can use the funds quickly. Okay, so it isn't immediate. If you're a day trader, if you're day trading your crypto, to me, it would be frustrating to be a day trader and trying to take my money from a wallet into the exchange, like to transfer it every time. There's a little bit of a wait. It's just like kind of a pain to me. I would feel frustrated. I don't day trade it, so I don't have any problem. But just know that it's not immediate. It's not like keeping your money on an exchange where you can immediately trade it like this. Whatever you see is probably what you're going to get, or real close, as the price fluctuates. So keep that in mind. Number two, what is a paper wallet? Like what does it even consist of? So it sounds weird, right? A paper wallet doesn't sound secure. It doesn't sound like something you should be doing with thousands and thousands of dollars, right? But actually it's quite secure. I mean, super, super secure. So a paper wallet is nothing more than, so you take your money from the exchange, you take your crypto, your XRP, and you transfer it to a new address on the ledger of the XRP ledger, right? So you need an address. There are a couple websites out there. I'll list them in the bottom. I might even put them up here somewhere. But you can go there and you can create a new XRP address on the ledger. It's a new account for you. And as you do that, you also receive a secret key. This key is key to getting your money back and to being able to do anything with your money that's now on the ledger, that's now recorded on the ledger. The number is about this long. I think one of the numbers is like 30 characters, the address part, and the key is like 21 or 30 characters. Can't remember what they are exactly. I don't care. I don't know if you care. But it's a hell of a long number, and it's uppercase, it's lowercase, and I believe it was it numbers as well? I can't really remember. I have to look back at mine. I don't use it every day. But you write this down. You could also copy it. I did a screenshot of mine to make sure I don't lose it. I copied it and pasted it into a document, into a notepad type document on the computer. And I physically wrote it down on a piece of paper. There are various solutions where you can like create your own special crypto wallet, paper crypto wallet, and they'll tell you like, you actually print it out and you fold it according to this, and then you put tape on it to see if anybody ever looked at it. For me, you know, if anybody ever broke in my house, I would go and find my, I'd go find my, you know, paper wallet. It doesn't have to be paper. You can write it on anything, right? You can write it on a piece of wood. You can write it. You can inscribe it in metal, you know, on a piece of metal, and put it inside the tube of your tripod. You know, like who in the world? Nobody's ever gonna find it there. Someone may steal your tripod, and then you're gonna have trouble. So you better have multiple copies of it, you know, and at least one of them you better have access to at any time. Maybe you should send it to your family member too as well. Don't send it through email, but you should send it through the mail in an insured package, like, and maybe reverse the numbers so that if somebody does find it, you know, they'll have a little trouble to be able to get to your funds. Anyway, at any time if any time that you felt insecure about, wow, was my password compromised? Like maybe someone does take my tripod. Maybe someone breaks in this house, steals my tripod, assuming I have it in there. I don't. But there's a slim chance in hell they're ever gonna pop the rubber piece off the bottom of my tripod to get to the tube, to reach up in there and feel, is there a piece of metal with a crypto address on there? I mean, you know. So, but if you ever felt insecure, like someone took your tripod, you can log in right away to one of these accounts. I'll show you. And you can quickly transfer to any other. You can make a new address on the ledger instantly and transfer your money from there to there, from the old one to the new one. It's super easy. I think you have to, every time you do this, you have to store 20 Thai baht with the new address. Like you have to keep 20 baht, I keep saying baht, you have to keep 20 XRP there. So that's a drawback, but you know, it's a small price to pay for security. Number 3, what is a Ledger Nano S? My brother has one. He told me he set it up. It took a little while to set up. It simply plugs into your USB port on your computer. It has an address, so you can transfer funds to it from your XRP account on your exchange. You pull it out whenever you're done. It's not online anymore. It doesn't have any magic connection to the internet. It's almost like a paper wallet, but it's digital. To me, I don't see the benefit of it. If someone can get you have a password on it, I guess that's the benefit. But do you think if someone breaks into your house and they hold a gun to your head, you're not going to tell them where the password is for that? You're going to tell them right away. So I don't know if it really has any. It has more, I guess, in a way. It has more security. In a way, to me, it has less. In a way, to me, it's more of a hassle. You know, if electronic things break down all the time, I don't remember ever. I've had hundreds probably of USB memory sticks because I use them for storage all the time, but I've never had one break. But they break, you know, they're electric. What if you spilled water on it? What if it got too much humidity? What if, whatever, you know, whatever happened. And you have one of them. What if that one gets lost? What if that one gets stolen? You know. The Ledger Nano S you can buy for about $100. They send it quickly. They can be compromised. So another, you know, risk is that it could be compromised. It's also, you could also say that a paper wallet could be compromised because the website that you go to create your account on the XRP ledger, that site or your computer itself could somehow be compromised. So there's just a ton of different ways. It would be really awesome if people in the crypto space would clear this up so that there's literally no chance of anybody being able to get your key, so they can transfer your money, they can use it, they can cash it in. There should literally be no chance of that. The benefit that the banks have at this time is that we have a bank account here. If someone takes money out, they can follow the trail, and besides that, it's insured, so they'll give us the money back anyway. With crypto, you don't have that. Some of the exchanges are actually giving money back. Some are not. Some are not able to. They just don't have the funds. The recent haul in Japan, where I think it was 60 million in Bitcoin was taken, they didn't have the money to fund the to refund their accounts, to give the money back to the people whose Bitcoin was stolen. So what they did was they opened it up to a buyer to buy into the thing for, I think they actually bought a majority, maybe it was 51% or something, but they gave them like the $60 million. So now this account isn't owned by the one group that originally started it. It's actually half owned by this investor who actually invested in the exchange so that they could have the $60 million to pay back to the investors, you know, that lost their Bitcoin. So I don't know, the whole thing is really quite scary. For me, to hold a paper wallet just seems like the right thing to do. There's nobody in the world is ever gonna find my keys, so I feel safe about it. The only time I don't feel safe is when I have to transfer money from my paper wallet to my exchange, where it has to sit there for a number of hours or possibly days so that we can cash it in, or so that we can buy something new, or so we can, you know, whatever we're gonna do. At some point your money's on the exchange, at some point the money is at risk. It isn't a large risk if it's there for a short time. So to me, that's acceptable. It's acceptable risk for me. It has to be, or we can't invest in Bitcoin at this time. We can't invest in XRP. We can't invest in 1,600 other cryptocurrencies. There is this time frame where your money is, or your account is available, you know, to nefarious people who are trying to get your money. And so at the moment, this is what we have. We have wallets. I highly suggest that you get one. I highly suggest that you compare. You can compare the Nano S and paper wallet and see which is right for you. People put their Nano S into a safe in their house. People put their paper wallet, their paper key into a safe in their house. They put it in places where they hope that nobody could ever find it. I highly suggest that you don't. I highly suggest that even though you have the written code, that you don't keep it in exactly the same order so someone can use it like that. I would actually change the order of your key so that you can use it but nobody else can. So what I mean is, say there's 30 characters. I would change it so that I take 30 divided by 4. That doesn't go in well. 30 divided by 5. So I would break it up into blocks of 5 characters, and then each of those 5 characters I would reverse. So reverse the next 5, reverse the next 5, reverse the next 5, reverse the next 5. So that way, 5 or 6 characters. That way, someone looks at it, they think, oh wow, it's a crypto address, you know, and they try to plug it into to transfer. They don't even know, first of all, they wouldn't even know which one it was unless they knew you were invested in XRP. So you shouldn't tell everybody, like I am, that you're invested in XRP. That's the first thing. So don't tell the world that you're invested in XRP. It doesn't, there's no benefit to you unless you're helping friends like get into it as well. But don't spread it all over social media and things like that. Like some of us do. You know, I think it's acceptable risk, but it may not be for you. If you have somebody who needs money, they figure out, oh wow, he has XRP, they somehow find your key, you lose your money. I have my key stored in various ways. So it isn't listed in a straight order. That's the first thing. It isn't listed I didn't reverse, you know, the 5 or the 6 characters. I didn't reverse them and then copy that and then put those all over the house either. So none of them match. So you find one, and then even if you find, it doesn't matter which one you find, if you find 2 of them, they're not even the same, so you couldn't even think they're the same thing. They have the same characters, so if you went through and looked at every single one, you would figure out it's the same characters. But, you know, people, I think if you simply just twist, you know, groups of 5 or 6 around, nobody's gonna know. You have to remember that you twisted these around as well. You have to tell your family, whoever, so say you die and you have this, say they're lucky enough to know where the key is and they find the key, they got to remember that you're supposed to twist those around as well. I mean, there's such a, we're in such a state that it's kind of crazy. I have my brother's codes. I think there's 20 words that he gave me for his Nano S that are supposed to be this is a safeguard, you know, so somebody can't crack in. But I have them now so that I can get into his thing at some point, you know, if he died or whatever. But whatever solution that you choose, you have to make sure your wife, your daughter, whoever's next, whoever's getting this money, knows how to get it, you know, because it could be, when I twisted my things around like that, and I told my wife, and she's like, oh, you know, like, it's such a pain to her, you know, to have to think about that we twisted around, but that's what you got to do. You can reverse the things, you can minus a character, you know, you can go through your whole 30 characters, and you can minus 1 off each one, and then copy that one down, and then tell the next person that's in line, look, you have to add 1 to every single character to get the true key, you know? I mean, there's just so many ways you could do it, right? So if it's an S, you write R. You know, if it's a big S, you write a big R instead. And then someone who goes back to redevelop the key to make it live, you have to, you know, add 1 to every single character. You have to add the next, I mean. Anyway, what is your solution? What are you doing? Maybe don't tell me. I guess I was gonna, don't put it in the comments. Maybe tell me, are you using Paper Wallet, Ledger Nano S, or some other solution? Or are you leaving it on your exchange because you feel confident that it's okay there? I mean, if I had $500 in there, I would probably just leave it on an exchange. If I was back in the States or maybe Australia or somewhere like that, I would feel better. Like, to lose $500, it would suck, but it wouldn't kill me. It wouldn't destroy us. To lose the money that we have in there now would hurt a lot, you know, so I'm certainly not leaving it on my exchange. But what are you doing? Are you doing that, or do you have some other solution? There must be something else in the works that people are coming up with that that is an alternative to both of these, to Paper Wallet and Ledger Nano S. So, I mean, not just another USB solution, but is there something else that's coming out that I'm not aware of yet? Let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you feel safe with what you're doing. Yeah, anyway, I just thought that was super important. I have to say something about Jungle Inc.'s account being being taken off by YouTube like this, like in a split second. He has no recourse. He just has a notice. Your channel's been taken down. Your videos are gone. I think he said he had 140 videos gone. I asked him about his income. He said he didn't know yet. He has to go to work to log in to find out, did his AdSense just get destroyed or what happened. It's just, you know, to have a business on YouTube is just, holy crap. 1 minute it's there, 1 minute it's not. You know, what can you do? Literally nothing. He says he doesn't even know what he did wrong. How could YouTube like cancel your entire account? And the person doesn't even know what he did wrong. They send them to a page where there's like 15 things that could have been wrong, and you got to figure out what you did wrong. Apparently he can't figure it out either. So he doesn't know. He's taking it in stride, which is amazing. Looks like he's going to do a podcast, I hope. That would be really cool because he has a great voice. He has a great, every sentence that he says is like something that you can think about. It's really quite cool. And yeah, he's already helped me immeasurably on my channel just in the couple days, you know, that I've been doing this. He already like sent me so many people to look at my videos. If I have any views on here at all, it's because of him. So that's really quite cool. He seems like a real decent guy. Am I going to continue to do this on my channel? I don't know. I have another channel where I have, it's called Thailand Living. I have like 44 million views. I have like 40,000 subscribers maybe or something like that. I stopped doing anything with that channel about 2 years ago because I lost all my income, because YouTube also changed the monetization algorithm for ads and things, and I dropped the ads on my channel. I have over 600 videos on there. Hundreds of them were demonetized, and I couldn't make money off them for a long time. I had to like reapply to like be monetized, and it's such a pain in my ass, right? But yeah, so I went from like decent income there to like nothing. This channel for crypto, for XRP in particular, I just like talking about it, you know? I talk with my brother about it a lot. I talk with a couple other people online and somebody here as well who's into it. And it's just like topics that I want to talk about, things that I think I should tell you, like paper wallet, Ledger Nano S. What do you have to know about it, you know? Like, is it safe? And things like that. And I have other topics that I really want to talk about. Am I going to make much money off this channel? I think not. Am I going to make anything? I'll make a pittance. I'm not going to do live stream and stuff like that where people give donations, because I don't think I'm doing that. I don't think my knowledge is high enough that I can actually entertain 100 questions during a live stream and give anybody any sort of value. So I talk about the things that I know here, and that's about it. All right, hope that helps you. I hope you check out Jungle Inc.'s Twitter account. I will put it in the description down there, as well as maybe up here. So you can go to Twitter and just follow him until you see like what is he doing with a podcast. I think he's probably going to do one because he has great voice. He never really has anything on the video portion as well of his YouTube videos, so it doesn't really matter. He's really a podcast kind of guy that can really like crank out the meaningful XRP information better than most of us can. All right. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Cheers.